My side of the story. My side of the story.
This is My Side of the Story, and kama kawaida, I'm your host, Cookie the baddest, Cookie the illest, Cookie the lyrical mistress. And today I'm with the team. Last time Tanui had come with just his deputy, but today I see you've brought the whole team. And as a matter of fact, today we are not just selling slogans and posters, because there's so much of that when it comes to leadership, when it comes to student leadership. Today is about vision and accountability. And also, speaking of vision and accountability, I hear your team is saying that you guys are not selling hot air.
Yeah, we are not selling hot air.
Considering the other team, you guys are not agendarless, you have a whole team and a whole party.
Yes, we are arranged. Mm-hmm. We are a very factual party. And I have here a dedicated team. Very articulate individuals.
I can see that. Yes. And I feel like they should just introduce themselves. I can start with the ladies. Miss Kega.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Joy Kega Mutua. I am a student of Daystar University. I study psychology and counseling, and I am here with my lovely team, the Comrades Alliance of Daystar University Party. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Aspiring Deputy President of Daystar University Student Association.
Very nice. And the gentleman?
For me, my name's Kashosi Stefan. I am a student in the amazing University of Daystar Valley Road, and that is where I'm aspiring to be the governor of the fine university.
Hi, my name is Angelica Mwendo. I'm vying for Sergeant at Arms seat.
Hello, my name is Bilha Wamboi Gashigi, a student at Daystar University. I'm pursuing my LLB and an aspiring clerk.
My name is Justin Mamutinda. I'm a student at Daystar University, currently in my second year pursuing a law degree, and I am aspiring to become the campus governor of Daystar University at the River Campus.
Hi, my name is Anita Uiti. I wear many hats, but for today I am a student of Daystar University. I'm pursuing international relations and security studies, and I'm aspiring to be the Speaker of the House.
For those who know me or don't know me, I'm Matthews Kipchirchir Tanui. I'm a law student, and I'm aspiring to be the president of Daystar University.
Amazing. So I've noticed your team is very diverse, number one. As a matter of fact, you have an international student in the panel today. What is the main reason for having that diversity? What made you choose different people from different? Because I know a lot of politicians, especially student leaders, they choose based on their favorites, their friends. So what was the main reason for diversifying your team, number one?
First, you'd notice that our team represents the face of Kenya. I think it is important. Even our national conversation right now is about diversifying the office setup, the political setup, to suit the face of Kenya. And I'm proud to say that ours does not only suit the face of Kenya, it also suits the face of Africa.
Amazing. And last time when we had an interview, you mentioned that the previous regime had failed when it came to a lot of roles that they were given in the leadership that they were supposed to perform in. Why should students trust you? And the previous regime failed, so why should they trust you?
I think for us, we are driven by not only promises and empty sloganeering. We are driven by the problems that we have seen, witnessed, and been part of in our university.
Yeah.
So for us, it is not only helping alleviate the problems of the students, but it is also to alleviate the problems for us as students as well. So for us, as I said earlier, we are driven by 4 main agendas. The care agenda, the voice agenda, the vibe agenda, and the unity agenda.
On my right, I have the Deputy President who will be really assisting you with the agendas that you have spoken about. First of all, I want to congratulate you for the diversity. Again, there's a lady who is also leading. And Miss Deputy President, I wanted to understand, what power do you have that the President does not have?
Well, it's in my role when he is not there to step in for him. However, it's good you've mentioned the matters of diversity. I would like to say, first of all, the deputy president ought to be of a different gender and from a different campus. So when he's manning Athi River campus, I'm the one manning Nairobi campus. And I am his voice, his eyes, his ears in Nairobi campus. But primarily my main agenda or my main role in leadership would be the academic affairs of the students. And that is majorly from Article 19 of our Constitution. And it clearly indicates, and I would encourage, I feel like this is just a small snippet, encourage most, if not all, the students of the school to take a deep dive and look at what the Constitution entails. But my roles are majorly to head the academic affairs of the students and ensure that there's excellence in student affairs in terms academics.
Awesome. And why didn't you run for president yourself?
Honestly, if I would, I would have actually. But I feel like sometimes for you to be a great leader, you have to align yourself with great people as well. And just because I can vie does not mean I wouldn't wish to vie next to my great partner right here. But honestly, I would have said maybe in my earlier years of, being a part of Daystar, I would have wanted to be the president, but understanding that our strengths come in our diversity and our differences. And I think as of now, I'm very content with vying for deputy president, and I feel like that's where my strengths will shine through.
Amazing. To the governor of Nairobi, what do you think makes this team very great?
For me, I believe what makes this team a great team is we did not gather together as a group of political heads to vie and go for seats. We're a group of friends. We are students ourselves. We've known each other way before. And so we decided to come together as students. We all face the same issues. And we decided it's time for us to step up and to make that change we've always been wanting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Based on the conversation that Kashosi has just picked, he said that you guys are a group of friends, number one. So would you say that you picked this team as a result of favorism?
Not really. I think by the virtue of him saying we are friends, I have a lot of friends. I cannot count the number of friends I have. I just chose to see the progressive friends I have. And I'm proud to say that this is a group of progressives. And we are not a team. I like to call it a seminar team. Hatukushikana tukasema
A seminar team.
kwa seminar.
Come on,
Sisi sio chama ya seminar. Sisi ni chama ambayo iko na agenda. Na we are really driven by fulfilling the interests of the students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the biggest student problem that you're afraid you're going to face as a president once you're elected?
For me, it would be the issue on food, because food, especially in our main campus, Athi River campus, we've been facing a food crisis for the longest, and successive regimes have failed in delivering that mandate to the students' body. So for me, I feel like that would be a challenge, because to me, I think what is that the other student bodies in the past have failed to deliver that I will do. But for me, I'm always up for new challenges.
Yeah.
Even running for this seat is a challenge. And mark my word that in the first 30 days, that specific agenda on food will be a thing of the past.
Miss Anita, hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Looking at the agendas that Tanui has tabled based on the campaigns that you are running, what is that one thing that you feel should be addressed the most, especially when it's going to be your team that's leading? What is that one agenda that you feel should be debated the most?
Well, thank you for that question. I think the main agenda, and I think even the core of the team and how we decided this is a manifesto, this is what we're going to be working towards, is student welfare. And student welfare is an umbrella of many things. There's food. In there, food is very important, very, very important. We have security, and in our main campus, Athi River especially, we've had a lot of cases of insecurity. We're hoping to be able to partner with the relevant people to be able to address those issues. We have even matters of academics, and our deputy president here has already mentioned that she is ready and willing and up to the task to handle some of the issues that we face, just GPA issues, I don't know, units, minors, etc. There's a plethora of things. But honestly, I think I would say generally student welfare, because just being a student already comes with its own weight and burden. So you need a conducive environment to be able to pursue excellence.
Justin, do you agree with the first 30 days? And do you think it's actually achievable to achieve the agenda within the first 30 days?
Actually, I think it is very possible to achieve something substantial in the first 30 days. The thing is, I think the president spoke about the previous regime and how it was substandard to what Daystar actually is. If you think about it, it's a very huge opportunity for anyone with a vision and anyone who wants to take the school into greater heights to do something very substantial in 30 days, because there's a lot to do genuinely. Yeah, there's a lot to do.
Mr. President, based on the cases that have been happening previously at Daystar University, you've seen it was even highlighted on the news, on matters where students went out and got a little bit under the influence of alcohol, and one of them actually lost their lives. And online, I've seen a lot of people saying Daystar is a bit overrated as a university. Would you like to defend that?
Daystar is not overrated as a university. In fact, I think it is underrated. Daystar University speaks of 3 ethos, that is excellence, transformation, and servant leadership. And the instances that have been happening, I think it is now a matter of curbing those instances to prevent them from happening in the future. For prevention is better than cure. And even without a seat of power, I have been able to participate in an activity with the NACADA. NACADA, in partnership with the Tanwi Foundation and Jagalo, was able to do a drug awareness sensitization forum. And I feel like for the students, it is up to educate them. And even if it is a must for the students to engage in matters of drug abuse, it is prudent for them to be there with people who are responsible enough to look after them. Yes.
Okay. My next question is to the Sergeant at Arms. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes, and please introduce yourself again and what you are running for.
My name is Angelica Mwendo, and I'm vying for Sergeant at Arms.
Sergeant at Arms.
Yes.
Awesome. Now, the president had earlier mentioned that the issue you've had previously a lot is security matters. I've also had Miss Anita mention that. And I think based on your scope of work that you'll be doing as Sergeant at Arms, how do you feel like you're going to curb security at Daystar University?
I will ensure that matters which are brought in the Congress House, they are done effectively, so that through that, all issues concerning security will be well dealt with. Yes.
And to Miss Bilha, please explain your role first of all. And then second of all, I wanted to understand what is that one thing that you worry the most about when it comes to having authority over the students? Because now you're dealing with Gen Zs and young people. So what is that one thing that worries you the most about having authority over them?
So to answer your question, as earlier mentioned, my name is Bilha. I'm running for the seat of clerk. And pursuant to Article 30 of the DUSA Constitution, my roles entail 1, I'd be the secretary of the DUSA Congress. 2, I'd be responsible for swearing in the new speaker in presence of a member from the previous regime. That would be either the SG or the governor, for instance. Those are some of the roles I would mention. In response to the second question, I would say the biggest problem we'd be facing probably will be how to deliver to the students, because most of our student body don't have faith and believe in the body, in the DUSA Congress rather, in the DUSA Council, because from the previous regimes we've seen they have manifestos and agendas that they don't get to deliver. So that makes the student body feel neglected in a way because their issues are not addressed properly.
That's great.
Can I also speak on that? Handling the Gen Z populace requires understanding what they need. And that's why in our manifesto we have a vibe agenda. And for us, it will not only be speaking to them through posters and just administering harsh sentiments on them, but rather we would be including them into our governance system. One way of including them is empowering the content creators present at Daystar University. And I'm pleased to announce that WAUSI, in partnership with the Tanui Foundation and CADU as a whole, will be launching a content creators training program, which will be free of charge for the students. And that would ensure that our content creators at Daystar University are able to monetize their content and are able to understand how to bridge the gap when it comes to matters content creation. And at the end of the road, possibly we'd be having an award ceremony for the best content creators at Daystar University, and they would be gifted with a content creators starter kit. Yes.
Amazing. Those are really, really good. I can see you're already working on your manifestos.
And I don't have power. So imagine if I get that power.
Amazing.
Lazima tupate power.
Lazima bila power. Bila power. Okay, amazing. Still to you, Mr. President.
Yes.
So far, I've seen you've dealt with the issue for NACADA. You have also dealt with the issue for content creation, especially empowering young people to look at other ways to make money out of that.
Yes.
Yeah. If the faculty turns against you today, are you going to side with your team or with the faculty's team?
What is the faculty's team?
The faculty, the administration.
I feel like at the end of the day, we have been elected by students. We would have been elected by the students. And it is prudent to give back to the electing authority because they are the ones who can hire us and fire us. So for me, I'd be on the side of the students.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there is always room for dialogue because at the end of the day, the ones holding the resources is the administration. So it is just articulating the interests of the students while engaging in dialogue with the administration. Yes.
And I think I'd love to add on what my partner Tania said. Understanding that we are not here just to please the interests of the students. At the end of the day, we are under the umbrella of our school, which is an institution, yeah. And we're not here to butt heads with administration. In fact, I believe if the school's major goal would be to ensure that the three ethos of the school are well maintained, I believe our agendas will align quite seamlessly. And this is not a role that we are seeking to have issues with administration, or, go against, the policies that have been set in place by the school to make things run smoothly. But where the challenges of the students are not met with, haste and a desire to ensure that people are living quality lives in the school, it is our agenda, it is our goal, it is our role as the team to ensure that the voice of the students are heard and that their needs and desires are met. Yeah.
I believe every single team has a strength and a weakness, yeah? What do you think is one of the biggest weaknesses amongst your team, and how are you going to deal with that?
Our weakness could also be looked at as a strength. Our weakness is we are confident. Our weakness is we have high expectations on how we'll perform. Our weakness is the fact that we are ready to go the extra mile. And that could look like long days, being tired, burnt out, making sure that the voice of the students are heard. And, we're not here to say that we are superheroes. We're not here to say that we are people who are capable of, switching narratives in a day. No, we are dedicated individuals who want to see the betterment of our school and the lives of students. And I could say we're humans at the end of the day. We are people who have emotions, feelings. We have long days, even longer nights. You can ask Mr. President, his phone calls never cease. And I could see our weakness is, being very ambitious. And
Overly ambitious?
not overly ambitious. I believe we're also very realistic. But I could say, based off what the marking scheme has been for previous regimes, I could say we are over ambitious.
So that's a weakness as well.
It could be.
It is a weakness.
It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we also understand our limits. We understand where things work for us, things work for people, and the ones who are surrounding us as well. And I could say that ambition is strong and we will meet it where it's at. Yeah.
That's awesome. So I wanted to also understand who is financing your campaign, because I know campaigns are very expensive. So how are you guys handling the finances?
I have a lot of well-wishers, including my father, including my father's friends. And I'm also a farmer back home.
Unajua hiyo kitu imenikumbusha kitu fulani. What part of agriculture are you in?
Dairy farming.
Dairy farming.
We farm coffee, coffee, maize, and sugarcane. Yes.
Amazing. And that is where now you're going to get your funding from.
That is part of where I'm going to get my funding from. And the other part is from well-wishers,
Okay.
My father's friends. Yeah, and I believe we are already well-managed for the campaigns. We are very ready.
The confidence.
Yes.
I like the confidence so far.
We are
Is your
very
team helping you with the finances as well?
Yes, partly. Yes. But us, we are very ready for Tuesday.
Very ready for
Yes.
One final question. How are you going to ensure that you will hold each and every single member of your, governance responsible whenever something goes wrong, and you will not sugarcoat when it comes to their leadership?
Already, and this is happening while we are not yet in power, we have a forum whereby we engage each other in a hot seat, whereby anyone can say anything about anyone in the team. And I feel like that just puts us on a higher place than our opponents, because we are not a team, a seminar. We are a team that holds each other accountable. We are a team that speaks on our deliverables. And we also have set goals. Yes, we have SDGs, sustainable development goals, that we intend to watch ourselves as we go by. So if in the first 30 days we have achieved something, we write it down, and we also write down what we haven't achieved, so that we can also do a better job for the student body.
Okay.
Yes.
And in order to achieve your vision and matters accountability, if one of your team members is not doing their job, will you hold them back, or are you going to impeach them?
There is no room for impeachment. For us, we will force them to work. Okay. There's no room for impeachment.
Don't you think that's a bit, you're being too soft on them?
But how can I impeach them? The impeachment power comes from the students.
Okay.
Yes, and a third of the signatures of the population of Daystar University students has to be attained for an impeachment. So for me, I think I'd not even push for an impeachment. I'll just force them to work. Because we are here. I believe no one here was forced to be part of leadership. All of us are capable. All of us are willing to deliver. And even that issue of not delivering, I don't think it's going to be a problem for us. Because imagine, as we are right now, there are deliverables that we have achieved without any power. And what if we are in power?
So how prepared are you? Starting from my right, Miss Bilha, and then you'll pass the mic going this way. How prepared are you for the campaigns?
To answer your question, we have already had a set of meetings to address the issues that we would want to address to the students of Daystar. That's hence the our manifesto, the vibe agenda, the care agenda, the voice agenda, the unity agenda. Another point I would say, we've also identified a good and great working relationship with the students and the people who we would love to partner with to address our issues. Yeah, I would say that.
Okay, great. What about you, Miss Ajay?
Okay, based on what Bill has said, that's what we are planning to do as we prepare ourselves for the campaign. And at a personal level, I'd say I've taken like really few units so that I'm able to balance.
For this semester?
Yeah, just for this semester. And also I'd say I'm learning to be flexible to the meetings and also being accountable whenever needed.
We are very prepared, as my president said. We are ready for Tuesday. We have coordinated, we are engaged, we are intentional, and we move as a unit, as you can see. We hold each other accountable, and we are almost of sort of a train. We move in coordination in both campuses, ensuring that our intentions are had. Honestly, I would hate to be anyone going against this team, because I doubt they will have the same amount of coordination and of just understanding and intentions that we have. Yeah. Although I hear some of them, they're really trying, but excellence, greatness looks for great people. And we are not many.
Oh,
Wow, okay.
I believe, first of all, understanding that we're in a Christian institution. And in essence, God establishes the plans that man makes. So, the first place, we are ready on our knees.
Yes.
We pray together. We hold each other accountable, ensure that each person, first of all, is ready within themselves and capable to withstand the bandwidth of the leadership that's about to come ahead of us. And I think that sets us apart, honestly. Another thing is the fact that we work with people who've gone ahead of us. As I said previously, one of my biggest mentors is my sister, who is currently the vice president of UN. People who've gone ahead of us, people who've seen how the road could be, the journey is quite difficult in terms of student leadership. And working with people who are visionaries, working with people who give you sound advice, and also seeking, the things that are above, setting our eyes on the things that are above. I could say we are very ready. We are very ready for Tuesday. And I could say, yeah, you're not ready. You are not ready for us.
They are not ready.
Yeah, we are movers and we're shakers.
Amazing. I like that.
We have also established within ourselves that we are very intentional people. For instance, our able Mr. President, he had mentioned having projects that have succeeded and yet he's not in power. So that is also to just affirm our commitment to the student body that we are ready to work and we're ready to walk this journey together.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that.
When we talk also of preparedness, we must know that it's the intention that matters. Whatever we are doing and the seat we are vying for, our main focus is the students of Daystar University from both campuses. And so I believe most of our opponents perhaps are overlooking the key points and just going to the politics sides. We are intentional about the seats, about the students, and we are here to work for them and with them in order to make an amazing environment for the university.
Great.
Yeah, our preparedness might look like overconfidence to some people, but I believe that this team, what we have been doing so far, is building a connection within ourselves and enabling ourselves to understand that this is a position of service more than it is a position of dictatorship or whatever the rest might think it is. So preparing ourselves, first of all, is prayer. We have been praying, and we believe that with God, if He has appointed us for this season, no one else can stop us.
Amen.
Another thing is the family aspects. This, I don't call this the CADU party, I call it the CADU family. Because this is entirely a family outside from our own families. Because you can feel at home and you can talk to people in this party and they understand you. So those two aspects, now guided by the vision that we have for Daystar and the agendas that we have to make Daystar a better place for everyone else, I believe that we are very prepared, and fortune favors the prepared mind.
Great.
It's a little bit difficult to speak after all these intelligent minds, but just to reiterate what my colleagues have said on matters preparedness, I believe that we are very well prepared. So much has been said: prayer, intentionality, just the thought and the work that has gone into even the formation of the team, our manifesto, our agendas, and all of that. Even all of us here have mentioned that leadership is about service. I think that's the core of our team. Service to the students, service to who we are and who we hope to enable them to be and to become. So even in terms of preparing for the campaigns, I don't know, some of us are also crossing our fingers that it doesn't go south. There's a part of that mental preparedness for the weight and responsibility that leadership comes with. But I believe we're up to the task and we hope for the best.
What do you think will happen when things go south?
Well, they will not go south. They will
Love
not
the
go
confidence.
south.
Okay.
I believe that before the policy, there is politics. And for us, I'm actually pitiful of my opponents because CADU party is a well-oiled political machine that is ready for the task ahead. And already, we have set a standard that no one or no other party or no other seminar can emulate. We are ready. And as I said, we are very ready for Tuesday.
You're very ready for Tuesday.
And just to speak on our service, we have already served and we are serving and we will continue to serve. And even as we campaign, we are not just doing a campaign of sloganeering, seminars, walking with hats all over campus, because I've seen that quite often. We are actually doing a campaign that is also impacting the students in ways that they need. Content creators, students affected by the menace of drug and substance abuse. And later on, you will see our plans. I don't want to mention because my opponents are very fond of copying. We are ready, we are prepared, and watch this space. The book of Matthew chapter 20 verse 26 speaks of servant leadership. And I quote, "Not so with you, but whoever wants to be great among you must be your servant." So we are servants. We are the CADU family, and we speak for servant leadership. So I really doubt that our opponents are ready for what's coming to them, because we are not just campaigning as CADU. We are campaigning as the student body. We have a whole battalion of students behind us. You are not ready.
Well, you've had the agenda, you've had the intentions, and of course, here at my side of the story, we let the voters decide. And I believe that the future of Daystar University is in the hands of the voters. Until next time, I want to first conclude the show, but there's something they want to do. Sindio? The president has said there's something you guys want to do.
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys, mi nataka tu kusema jambo moja. Guys, chama ni gani?
Chama ni CADU.
Chama ni gani?
Chama ni CADU.
Mtatuona.
Awesome. That's amazing. And kama kawaida, this is my side of the story. If you have not subscribed and you're new here, you're watching this for the first time, make sure you like, comment, share, and also don't forget to watch until the end. My name is Cookie the baddest, Cookie the illest, Cookie the lyrical mistress. Until next time, I've been your host. Bye.